Hi there, my name is Abigail Morrison, and this is my EDL 852 case study. Section 1, what has happened? First off, Littville Rural School District houses two schools, a K-6 elementary school, which is 22 years old, and a 7-12 junior senior high, which is 11 years old. The district population has increased by 2% every year, going from 758 students to now a 1,200 students. Growth of the population is attributed to the district's demography and land values. There was no concern or interest in expanding in the schools for another 40 years, but due to the migration, there has been concerns raised. It has been suggested to build a 6-8 middle school. Joe, the superintendent, recommended hiring a firm to look at the school's spacing problems and propose an idea on how to help the situation. There were three options discussed. Option 1, build an addition to the junior senior high and move the 6th grade from an elementary facility to the junior senior high school facility. Option 2, build an addition to both existing schools. And option 3, build a new middle school housing grades 6 through 8, moving the 6th grade from an elementary school and the 7th grade and 8th grade from the secondary school. The firm suggested that the third option be the best fit, yet it is the most expensive but is the best solution in the long run. The community was divided into groups. Some wanted the current debt gone, then talk about adding on to the schools. Then there were the people in favor of the first or second option, and then those who supported the firm on the building of the new school. After debate, and it went to vote, 4-1 to build the new middle school and move forward with the advancements. The school then hired Susan Potter, who would begin her role as the acting administrator the year prior to the middle school being built. Susan was hesitant to move from a suburban assistant principal to a rural head position. She was going to be tasked with hiring all staff, organizing school programs, and collaborating with the architects. Potter formed a vision planning committee built around 4 teachers and 4 parents. The committee guidelines are to operate democratically, consistent in the preferred method for making decisions. First task at hand was to form a vision and mission statement. The vision statement will reflect the group's views, and all members will be able to share opinions and make suggestions towards the statements. Potter was a member of the committee but removed herself due to not wanting to be the chair of the committee, so she could then share leadership roles. Helen Burke was appointed to the chair position during the first meeting. Susan brought up the task of creating a mission and vision statements to the committee. The group suggested that Susan create the statements and then they would discuss and vote on them after being presented. Susan discussed continuously the importance of these statements and how they should be constructed as a team collaboratively. She then attempted to persuade the group on working together to construct the statements one last time, but was unsuccessful. Susan was forced to go to vote on how the committee wanted to move forward, and the vote ended in Susan creating the statements alone. She is now in conflict and unsure how to move forward. Section 2, legal and ethical. There are no legal actions being made, or illegal, excuse me. The ethical school's mission and vision statements are meant to be formed by strong collaboration. Susan informed the importance of promoting success and well-being of the current and future students and staff. This involves applying the knowledge, skills, and commitments deemed necessary to work collaboratively on designing and implementing a school mission and vision statement. After discussion, the committee will form these statements as a team. Susan is currently in an ethical problem due to the committee voting to have her construct these statements alone. In order to achieve the best results for the students, the committee will need to form these statements together. Section 3, synthesize exactly what has happened or is happening in a single sentence. Principal Potter, a newly hired middle school principal, is in dispute with the Vision and Planning Committee due to the committee wanting Potter to construct the mission and vision statements independently, rather than collaborating with the committee on the creation of the statements as a team. Section 4, synthesize the facts. The people involved are Joe Rawlings, the superintendent, the school board, Susan Potter, the newly appointed middle school principal, Helen Burke, the committee chair, also a teacher, the advisory board as a whole, the 4 parents and 4 teachers, and then the community, which is 60% farming community. The programs, the vision and mission committee, and all middle school stakeholders. The place, Lightville, school population 1,200 with an increase of 2% each year. Lightville is located 10 miles within a major city, and the school is located just 2 miles outside of town. This is considered a rural district. Section 5, review and prioritize the information. Damaging consequences towards stakeholders. Pushback from the community towards the principal. Students' best interest not first. Initial relationships between committee and stakeholders are a little rocky or shaky. Individuals that have an important stake in the outcome. The professional of career, Principal Potter, if her vision and statements do not go over with the group well. Future and current students, advisory committee, future or vision and planning committee. What I would like to know, prior to the meeting, why were the committee members not informed by Principal Potter that the mission and vision statements would be constructed collaboratively? Based on the information given, I do believe I have enough to make a sound decision. Identify your options and possible consequences. My decision 1, committee will not create a vision or mission statement. Decision 2, call, schedule another meeting with the committee to attempt to persuade the committee to work together on the creation of the statements. Decision 3, speak with Helen privately and define the committee's roles while explaining to her that the committee will be forming the statements together. Decision 4, create the statements myself and present to the committee. Decision 5, remove Helen from the committee and replace with another faculty member. Decision 6, call a meeting with the committee, discuss the roles of the committee, and inform that the statements will be created as a group with the students' best interest in mind. Section 7, evaluate your options. With my decision 1, the decision 1 was committee will not create a mission or vision statement. The pros to this, committee will not have to construct a vision or mission statement. The cons, students will lack direction, committee may think I'm not doing my job, and the school's goals and overall identity will become unknown. Decision 2, call, schedule another meeting with the committee to attempt to persuade the committee to work together on the creation of the statements. Pros, allow committee to change their mind to see if see fit, show the committee that I am an ethical leader, enforce the expectations of the committee, discuss that the school needs a vision to abide by. The cons, committee could push back and disagree, causing members to leave. I can come across as controlling or uncooperative. Stakeholders' relationships might be damaged or lost. Decision 3, speak with Helen privately and define the committee roles while explaining to her that the committee will be forming statements together. Pros, build a better relationship with Helen, show her that I will do my job as I see fit, enforce the roles and expectations of the committee. The cons, could come across as controlling or not flexible. Helen could take things personally and not agree, result in committee members exiting. Decision 4, create the statements myself and present to the committee for discussion. Committee members will be happy and feel in control. It saves time and an argument. The cons, no vision statement will be made that fully fits the school. Ethical leadership is not being shown. Committee will feel that they don't have to follow expectations or agreements in the future. Decision 5, remove Helen from the committee and replace with another faculty member. The pros, the pushback will diminish, the committee will move to an unbiased opinion, and the influence of the board will be extinguished from the group. The cons, tension or hard feelings may occur between the board members, community, and the committee. Other members of the committee might take Helen's place and begin pushback themselves. Decision 6, call a meeting with the committee, discuss the roles of the committee, and inform that the statements will be created as a group with students' best interest in mind. The pros, committee members will be told the expectations again. Statements will be constructed with students' best interest in mind. Group norms are followed and enforced. Committee members will share a common interest of students' best interest. The cons, committee members might disagree and exit the committee. Stakeholders might push back, and this could cause potential tension. The option I am choosing, I chose decision 6. Call a meeting with the committee, discuss the roles of the committee, and inform the statements will be created as a group with students' best interest in mind. Steps to take. First, call and discuss with the superintendent about the plans of moving forward. 2, personally call and speak with Helen to inform her of the meeting and the topic of discussion for the meeting. Call, schedule a meeting with the committee. Present the roles of the committee and provide information as to why we must create these statements together. 5, anyone that doesn't agree with said roles has the ability to leave the committee with no hard feelings. Decision 6, schedule the meeting to begin the building process of these statements. And 7, present the process of creating the mission and vision statement to the school board. Section 9, imagine implementing your decision. Let's choose our path. Communicate with stakeholders, present research and findings behind collaboration, allow committee members to exit, and call and schedule a meeting to start building and brainstorming these statements. Think about what may happen. Potential pushback from community, The board members may disagree and push back, and the school will benefit. Identify who needs to know. First, the superintendent, the school board, Helen, and committee members. Determine if you can deal on your own with the persons involved. I would meet with the superintendent to inform him of my plan and then present the plan to the school board. Warn, don't threaten. Inform committee members they are all valued and appreciated, that they were chosen for a reason to be on this committee. Explain that there were expectations when they agreed upon accepting the position on this committee. Allow members to step away with no repercussions or hard feelings. Think about what you might do next if the chosen plan of action doesn't work. If the plan doesn't work, I will then form a committee that is willing to work as a team for the current and future success of the students and staff. My reflection. In this situation, I need to show the committee that I am pushing to be an ethical leader and find an approach that benefits all stakeholders. The committee is a resource that should want to invest in the student's education. I need to form a committee that is willing to work collaboratively and form norms that will create a healthy environment for students and staff. In this situation, one individual was forming most of the group's decisions and was instead causing a biased group that was being influenced by outside resources. I would need to show my control of the group and direct the mindset and group's dynamic to a more collaborative mindset. This being the main reason why I would allow the committee members that are not willing to work as a team and uphold the group's expectations to remove themselves before being asked to step down from the committee. And here's my references. Thank you.